Good morning, Bachman Middle School. Today is Tuesday, February 22nd. It is a B day. It is a band day 4, and I am Mr. Strand with today's Tiger Talk. Of course, we didn't have school yesterday, and I hope you all had a happy President's Day, but we're still going to start things off the same way we do every week. So please rise as you are able, place your hand over your heart, and respect the flag as we recite the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, you can go ahead and sit down now. If you've looked at the calendar, you might have noticed that today is 2/22/22. So that's kind of fun. Make it even more fun. At 2:22 this afternoon, look at the clock, and it'll be 2:22 on 2/22/22. Next up, it's time for Literacy Lowdown, and today's Literacy Lowdown comes to us from 7th grade language arts teacher, Ms. Schlatter. Here she is.
Hey Bachman, this is Mrs. Schlatter, and I am here to recommend 2 great books to you today. Both books are by Black female authors, and they feature Black female protagonists, and I love them both very dearly. This first one is called A Good Kind of Trouble, and it follows Shayla, or her friends call her Shay, as she becomes involved in a peaceful protest movement at her school. And it follows sort of the complicated reactions of some of her friends and her teachers, and just her journey to realize that sometimes, questioning and pushing and finding a good kind of trouble are absolutely okay and very necessary. So I have copies of this book if anyone would like to read it. And I just really love it, and I hope you will too. The second one is a book that I have loved since I was in high school. It's called Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston, and it follows Janie Crawford. She is a Black woman in the 1930s, and she faces a ton of adversity and a lot of struggles, but she is determined to be her own person. And it follows her life, and she falls in love, and it's a beautiful love story as well. And there is so much joy and triumph in this book. I've really loved this for years, and I reread it often. So if anyone would like to borrow my copy, come see me and let me know. Hope you all are having a great day. Happy reading.
A huge thank you to Ms. Schlatter for those great recommendations. And finally, it's time for our word of the week. This week's word is lofty. So lofty can be literally up high, but we also use it to mean a high position or an exalted position. So continuing our theme from last week, we're going to look this week at some Black performers and athletes who have reached lofty heights in their chosen field. Today's featured performer was suggested by 7th grader Caden C., and it's Misty Copeland. Born in 1982, Misty Copeland didn't start training as a ballerina until she was 13 years old. When she was 32, in the year 2015, she became the principal ballerina at the American Ballet Theater. She was the first Black woman to have that distinction, and in fact, the first Black performer to be a principal dancer at the theater company at all. She's 38, and she's still dancing regularly. Here she is in 2019, dancing Swan Lake with the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra. All right, that's all for today, but we'll be back tomorrow with more Tiger Talk. See you then.